Hi and welcome to another episode of the timeline of Antarean space, and today we're concentrating on the Fifth Age, or at least in this episode, the Fifth Age, known as the Warring Ages. Now, the Fifth Age is often known in retrospect as the Warring Ages. Amongst the worlds of the newly emerged ascendancy, it became, rather poetically, the time of 1,000 suns. To the Asuri, it was simply the Dark Age. The Fifth Age was a time of conflict and bloodshed, characterized by almost constant warfare and mass movements of human populations throughout Antarean space. The gates of the Antares nexus emerged slowly, following the fourth collapse, and, as usual, scattered apparently at random over the Antarean surface. The long centuries of intervening isolation had reduced most human worlds to a state of barbarism. Many had entirely succumbed to natural disasters, disease or war, leaving nothing but ruin. The gradual reconstruction of Antarean gates meant that worlds were often free to explore and build up their colonies for centuries before they encountered other humans. It was a situation that produced thousands of small empires over several centuries. These rivals found that years of isolation had wrought many changes upon human populations. They no longer spoke the same languages or shared common cultures. Many were surprised to discover that their new human neighbours did not appear entirely human at all. As usual, the Isaurians preserved a great deal of their civilization intact. However, the Isaurian Gate was especially late in regenerating. By the time the Isaurians returned to Antarean space, a state of perpetual warfare already prevailed. Wars between rival human societies raged across the Nexus. The Voral rampaged from pole to pole, attacking every world they could find human, alien, and in many cases other Voral. Alliances were made and broken, empires rose and fell, and many human worlds were destroyed entirely. The Isaurian Cedatex retreated behind its defences. Eventually, several thousand worlds formed themselves into a federation called the Ascendancy, a region of the Antarean surface their fleets endeavoured to sweep clear of enemy shipping. The Fifth Age was unique in so far as it is the only age during which the technological culture of Antarean space made no progress. In fact, it probably declined overall. During previous ages, worlds would trade and exchange knowledge, explore Antarean space, and settle new colonies. Wars would be fought, and rivals struggled for control of neighbouring gates. But overall, this would do little to impede what had been millennia of progress. The Fifth Age was a time of unremitting warfare that ended only when the next collapse came, putting an end to all enmity and rivalry, casting worlds once more into isolation. The occasion of the collapse is not well recorded, but appears to have happened suddenly and without warning. And that brings us to the end of the Fifth Age, the Warring Ages. The next age, the Sixth Age, will concentrate on what is known as the Trans-Sapient Age. The Tri-Sapient Age. But for now, my friends, thank you for joining me on this little episode. Until the next time, goodbye.